Hello, everybody. I'm Emily Iglesias, and this is my book and build, and I chose The Giver for my book and build. So I'm going to first go over the novel, the activity, the product, the making process, and of course, future library classroom and how it will all connect. Okay, so we have The Giver, which we read in 7th grade, and it's a really good novel that a lot of people use as a novel study. And The Giver is about a boy named Jonas who is chosen to become the next receiver of memory. At the age of 12 was when they all get jobs. And so it's really exciting for him because they haven't had a receiver memory in so long. They usually just have one person doing that. And essentially, he learns from the previous receiver about carrying all the memories of the world. And not just stories, like it's memories of war, it's memories of Christmas time, things that happened in the past that the community no longer really has. And it's ordered to help the community to continue to grow and live in peace. As Jonas is collecting these memories, he's realizing slowly how some of them are very painful and some of them are very happy, and that he wishes the community could have it all. And he understands that he cannot carry the weight of the memories on his own for the whole time. And so he realizes the community must change. So I chose the memory quilt as an activity to help with diversity in learning, but also to help connections with the book. So of course you're going to need construction paper, cardstock, glue or tape, colored pencils, markers. You get to use scissors. You can use other fun materials like sequins and beads and such forth. So you're just going to gather all the materials together. You can put them on a table or something, and of course go over everything with the kids, but they need to think about an important memory in their life that makes a really big impact. Something that they know if this didn't happen, their life would go in a different direction, or they would have done or acted a different way, or something that is just super impactful. So I have them draw it, or design it, or color it out, or make symbols for it, however they want to represent the memory. And then on the back, they would write about the significance of the memory, along with how your life would be different without it, whether it's a positive impact or maybe it was a negative impact. I would definitely show them my square too, which would have been for me personally, it would have been where I did not get accepted into the music program at UTSA, which is where I was going to do my bachelor's, and talk about the significance of that. When everyone's finished, what you'll do is you'll put it on a huge cardstock or a poster, and put all the squares to make the quilt. And then, like I said, at step 5, that's when you will discuss, and maybe some kids want to come up and share, oh, this is what I drew, this is why I drew it. I again would go with mine and how I talk about my little square and what it meant essentially. And at this point is where you start making connections, especially when Jonas is getting more memories, especially the PTSD where he gets the memory of war. And he has that moment of PTSD where it's very frightening for him. And we talk about the impact of going through that experience and how we kind of carry it with us. And it makes up our personalities, and it also makes up our community too, if it's something that we all went through together. So I did not have the time to do this, unfortunately, due to the fact that I'm in my last week of school, so I packed up all my materials. I know, I apologize. I'm so sorry. I hope that's okay. This is an example I did find online. That is something that you could do also, especially with younger kids. It has a memory at the bottom and then the little information on the top. You can do it on the back. It's however you want to do it as you're going through it in the classroom. Speaking of which, we have the future library classroom. So I really liked this activity because, we used it in a sense of creating with the giver, creating the community and how we all go through experiences when we all go through experiences together or similar experiences, we're able to relate one another to each other, and we're able to also have a better understanding of empathy and et cetera, et cetera. But you could use this activity for a history lesson, for a science lesson, even if you wanted to do math, because you can use the quilt not just to tell a story, but like a timeline. You can have it where people tell specific portions of the Battle of the Alamo. You can do it for science and have it the stages of an embryo. Or for math, it could be specific problems being solved and making it all together over a unit. And it's great because the kids can do more hands-on learning. They're able to make, of course, connections to the main character for novels or parts of a book. And then, of course, you can hang it up and display the work, and they make them feel appreciated, and they feel very proud when their work is up there and they can see it. I think it'd be really interesting if you did it for math in terms of like going over a unit and having the kids interpret math in a different way. Instead of just having a bunch of equations, maybe they want to interpret math in an artistic way, a little bit a little bit harder to think about, but kind of almost like drawing the problems out or something like that. So that would be really cool and fun. And yes,